Hey guys, I'm Morgan. I've made a career in the wedding industry, first as an editor at Brides magazine and now at WeddingWire. So I love planning things, like literally everything. I'm talking weekend brunches, vacations, apartment moves, don't judge me, but especially weddings. And I loved planning my own. I got married in Florida recently on the Gulf Coast. It was beautiful. I wore flowers in my hair.
You're mine, and I am yours.
It was lovely. Anyway, I love a good planning hack. And I think the number one hack to actually putting your wedding together is to just get started. So like literally, let's just get started. Set a budget. Okay, this is hardly the most glamorous part of planning a wedding, but it is literally the most important because we're not Kim Kardashian, we don't have an endless budget, and we have to actually figure out how we're gonna pay for this thing. And it's an important step. When it actually comes to planning your wedding, you've got to get everyone contributing to your wedding in a room. Whether that be your parents, your fiance, your fiance's parents, your grandmother, your bank, just scrolling through your Venmo, whatever. Anyone who is contributing to this wedding needs to be in a room together, and you've got to figure out how much you have to spend for this wedding, because brass tacks, it's gonna cost something, and it can be awkward and uncomfortable, but that's okay. Figure out your lump sum, and then based on that, so say $20,000, you then allocate a certain percentage of that lump sum to each wedding vendor or wedding service. Now, here's the thing. I'm a journalism major, and I'm terrible at basic arithmetic. I gotta tell you, shameless plug, use the WeddingWire budget tool. It is so helpful, and it literally does the math for you, so that you just plug in your lump sum, and then it will literally tell you how much you have to spend for like your dress and your band and your wedding favors, and you won't have to like sit down and pencil that math yourself. Let's be real. You've probably been thinking about this since you caught wind of your fiance's scent. So at the very least, it's time to get organized. Hit up Pinterest, Instagram, Real Weddings, WeddingWire, anywhere to find some real wedding inspiration to help you figure out like what the style and vibe of your wedding should be. You know, industrial chic or rustic bohemian. I am a Palm Springs tropical gal myself.
And I am
Because the city you're getting married in will actually help you craft the style of your wedding way more than you actually think. For example, a lot of couples are choosing to do these sort of like destination weddings, but just like choosing a city that they both really love and are really inspired by, and then choosing their wedding as an opportunity to share that city with friends and family and really showcase it and use it in a part of their wedding. Narrow down dates. Major pro tip right here. Don't pick a wedding date before you talk to your wedding venue. If you run around #JustSaidYesing, being like, I'm engaged, we're getting married June 6th because June 6th is the day that my fiance and I fell in love and we shared an ice cream cone and watched the sunset and he told me that he wanted to be with me forever, so we're getting married on June 6th. What if your venue isn't available on June 6th? You're asking for a headache that like you didn't need in the first place, right? Yep, been there, done that. The best way to go about this is to instead think about the season you want to get married. If there is one, right? Like, say you're really into a fall wedding color palette and you love the idea of taking first look photos, like walking among like yellow and orange leaves and being like super autumn and like really romantic, then like, duh, girl, get married in the fall.
yes.
But, you know, if you don't have an idea and rather you want to figure out your wedding date based on how long you want to be engaged, then that'll help you figure it out. Take a look at the calendar. Check out work schedules, family conflicts, holidays. Like, you cannot forget Arbor Day. You know what I mean? And go into those meetings with your venues with like a list of potential dates. Final step, choosing a venue. You're ready to book this thing. Okay, seriously, can you believe all that we just accomplished? WeddingWire's venue directory is going to be instrumental here. You can literally sort venues based on like the type of venue you want to get married in, whether it be beaches or barns or garden venues or indoor venues, outdoor, big, small, literally everything. You can sort it based on that. You can read couple reviews, see photos from actual weddings, even look at 3D venue tours. Okay, literally a 3D venue tour means that you get to sit on your couch in your pajamas and like a bowl of Special K and tour a wedding venue. That's amazing. Sit down with your fiance and pick out your favorites, and then you can book some in-person visits based on that. But don't visit more than 3 venues in one day. because that is literally exhausting. I did that with my mother and my mother-in-law and my fiance, and it was wonderful, and everyone is a wonderful person. But that was the most exhausting 2 days of my life, and we saw like 45 venues. Don't book more than 3 in one day. You've got to have time to like, you know, take it all in and figure out if this is actually where you want to get married. All right, so you did it. You like literally took the first steps to actually planning your wedding. So if you need a refresher or like any more expert advice, vendor reviews, whatever, download the WeddingWire app. It's literally like having a little baby wedding planner in your pocket. And I mean, like, who doesn't want a baby planning their wedding? Happy planning. Think about some potential dates that you'd be open to getting married on. And then that's really gonna set you up for sex. Oh my God.
Yes!